Westminster Shorter Catechism, question number 79 asks, which is the 10th commandment? And the answer is, the 10th commandment is, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. So the 10th commandment is sort of a prelude to breaking a lot of the other 10 commandments. Before you steal something that belonged to someone, first you coveted them. Before you committed adultery, you first coveted someone else's wife or someone else's spouse, and so on and so forth. So coveting seems like not only a sin in of itself, but it's like a precursor to committing a whole lot of other sins. Paul says in Romans chapter 7 that he wouldn't even know that coveting was a sin if it wasn't for the law. So the law reveals what sin is. And Paul says in Romans chapter 7, thou shalt not covet. However, when Paul quotes the 10th commandment, he assumes you know what the rest of the commandment is. The commandment isn't thou shalt not covet. The commandment is thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, nor covet your neighbor's wife, and so on and so forth. When Paul says thou shalt not covet, that is just an abbreviation. Because here's the strange thing, you might not know this. The word for covet in the Greek, in the New Testament, is epithumia. Epithumia. Keep saying it over and over again. Epithumia. It simply means strong desire. Epithumia is not a sin in of itself. It's what your epithumia. Jesus said concerning the Lord's Supper that he had epithumia to partake of the Lord's Supper, take over the Passover with his disciples. But it gets translated strong desire, that he strongly desired to partake of the Last Supper with his disciples. So the issue isn't whether you have strong desires, epithumia, but what is the aim of that epithumia? Is it for something that belongs to somebody else, someone's position, someone's title, someone's office, someone's reputation, not just their possessions or their relationships? Or is it something good? So to counteract sinful epithumia, that is coveting, you should replace it with a good epithumia, which is having a strong desire for something good.